Why hello there my cupcakes and welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute, you guys. It's been a minute since I last filmed. But I have a good excuse. One of my best friends, Jane, just got married last Saturday and I was her matron of honor, so it was just like so busy and it was pretty hectic trying to like gather everything together. So I pretty much took that entire week off because I wanted to make sure that I was there for her, just making sure that she was the most beautiful bride ever. Another thing is that I did change my hair color. I don't know what to call this color, like ash blonde, light ash blonde, I'm not sure. So I did tone it down a little bit, but I actually really like it. Obviously my hair queen Mayan slayed my hair yet again, and I think I'm just gonna keep it for a while because I really like it. What do you guys think? So with all of that out of the way, today's video is going to be a review on this brand new foundation that you guys can see in the title down below. Today we'll be reviewing the brand new Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation by Nars, and take a look at this. Oh my gosh. How amazing is this PR package? This box itself is already so Nars, like aesthetically, like the packaging, the box itself is so Nars. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna display the crap out of this. But look at this, even more amazing. Yes! Thumbnail right here. So as you guys can see, they sent me 3 of the full-size foundations. I have it in the color Santa Fe, Punjab, and Vienna. When Nars had emailed me about this launch, they told me they chose 3 colors that they think would suit me the best, and then they'll have all of the other colors in those mini sizes so that if this doesn't work out, I always have this to try. So like always, I'm gonna give you all the details about this foundation. This foundation is available in 33 skin matching shades ranging from deep espresso to the fairest tones. This is a 16-hour fade resistant wear foundation that's also transfer resistant, sweat resistant, and resists oxidization. This has a medium to full buildable coverage for color that stays vibrant and fresh as if just applied. Its unstoppable coverage stays breathable and light with an undetectably natural finish. It's also non-cakey, non-masking, and non-drying. Okay, so with all the claims out there, let's just jump right into the application. So like I mentioned, I have 3 full-size shades right here. I'm usually in the shade Punjab, so I'm actually glad that they did send me that. It seems like all of their shade range names stay within the Nars foundation names, so I'm hoping that the shade is still like either very close to it or almost an exact match. Just like all of your typical foundations, it does have 1 fluid ounce or 38 milliliters, and the packaging itself, it's in a glass bottle, so not too travel friendly, but it is very slim, so I feel like it'll fit very well. It's also in a pump, so don't try to twist it off. It has a pump. The packaging for the cap and the pump is very Nars-esque. I absolutely love it because it doesn't leave the fingerprints on it, and that's like, I know it's not something to hate on, but I really don't like packagings that leave like really dirty fingerprints, so this is actually really a good and a big plus for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring you guys closer for the actual application. Alright guys, we are so close and so personal. Like always, I'll be applying half of my face with a brush and the other side of my face with a beauty sponge, and this one is by LA Girl. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and try the shade Punjab because I know that this is the shade that usually works for me. Alright, let's see. So that was 2 pumps. It's pretty firm, but it is kind of sliding down, so it has like a good grip. This makes me feel like it's definitely gonna be a buildable coverage. Let's go ahead and start with this side of my face. I'm using my good old Morphe E6 brush. I always use this brush. Wow. Do you guys see this radiance? Oh my gosh. My skin looks beautiful. By the way guys, for primer, I always wear this. I'm wearing the Makeup Forever Smoothing Primer underneath just around this area. And then I am wearing the Smashbox Photo Water Primer Water on top of it. Wow, this is, I mean, and the coverage is amazing. Foundation, no foundation. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And you know what? My skin has been so dry these days because it actually snowed this past weekend, and it's been so cold. So I feel like this foundation is going to be really good for the cold weathers. So I'll definitely say the coverage is a high medium coverage. Obviously, if you had really clear skin with zero flaws, then this would be a full coverage for you. The color on me is just like a tad bit darker, but it's not really even noticeable. So I'm really hoping that they stay true to their claims that it doesn't oxidize, because if it does, then it'll definitely, like, obviously look darker on me. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and apply the other side with the sponge. This is about 1.5 pump. Okay. The sponge definitely ate up a lot. Look, you guys can even see it on the sponge. I definitely prefer the brush side because it also delivers better coverage that way. I think I do like the finish of the Beauty Blender better though, because it is settling in really nicely. I can still definitely feel it on my skin for the brush side, and it is transferring. So I'm gonna see if it needs some time to set. So what I'm gonna do now is apply maybe half a pump just to deliver a little more coverage around this area. But I'm actually gonna use the shade Santa Fe now because Punjab is just like a little bit darker. Okay, so the foundation is definitely buildable. It is looking like a full coverage foundation at this point. It's giving me a really nice, like, glow, that radiance that they're talking about. Usually, I don't go for foundations this dewy. I personally prefer, like, a satin matte finish, but with the weathers being cold and my skin going through some dry patches, I think this is going to be a really good foundation for the weather. The foundation was super easy to apply. I mean, it applied so quick. I'm not sure about the transfer resistant part because by this point, I feel like if the foundation is really going to be transfer proof, then it should start to settle down. But because it is a radiant finish, I don't think it'll settle down to a point where it'll be transfer proof. So with that said, I'm probably going to set this foundation, especially because I usually do that on a regular day basis anyways. So the time right now is 2:36. I'm going to call it 2:30. I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I just finished the rest of my makeup. It is currently 2:59, 3 o'clock, but we're calling the check-in time at 2:30. So real quickly on what's on the rest of my face, I did set the foundation with the Too Faced Primed and Poreless Skin Smoothing Powder. I always use this. On my eyes, to make it very appropriate with this foundation review, I am using the Narcissist Wanted Eyeshadow Palette, and I've mentioned this in my Get Ready With Me video, I believe, but oh my gosh, guys, this palette has been my favorite so far. Look how amazing all of these colors are, and I actually took this palette to put my makeup on for the wedding day, and you guys have been loving that makeup. So I'm gonna try and do a tutorial on that look, but honestly it's really like basic, so I might not, but depending on how much you guys want this tutorial, I'll try and see if I could film it, but that's the palette that I used. On my lips is the new Flower Beauty by Drew Barrymore, and it's their new Miracle Matte Lip, and this is in the color Bare Honey. I usually don't like colors like this, like Bare Pink, but I actually really like this, and the formula of this is spectacular, you guys. It's like moussey, but oh my gosh, it's so comfortable to wear. It's not like those liquid lipsticks. It has some kind of different formula. It just kind of feels so soft and smooth. It does not feel drying at all. And the best part is the fact that it's so affordable. I believe you can purchase this at Walmart and Target, but I'll double check on that. I don't have too much to do today. I'm just gonna run out really quick to run some errands, and then I'll be editing and doing emails all day. It is a bit gloomy, slightly cold, so I'm gonna see how this does throughout the cold weathers. I'm not gonna lie though, it does feel like I'm wearing foundation, but it's not heavy or anything. After setting it with the powder, I don't think it's transferring anymore, which is a good sign. I don't have any creasings, and I don't have any complaints with this foundation. It looks amazing. I absolutely love it already. Other than that, that is it. I'm gonna go about my day, and I will see you guys during my midday check-in. Alright guys, it's time for a midday checkup. It is currently 6:36. It has been exactly 4 hours since I first wore this foundation. By the way guys, we are on my new camera. Yay! This is my new vlogging camera. Also gonna use it as my check-in camera obviously, but I'm really excited. I absolutely love the autofocus. Totally forgot to grab a mirror. I wanted to do the check-in under natural lighting, but right now it's pretty dark. It's 6:30 and it's already this dark, so I have zero lighting, so I do have to use artificial lighting. I mean, overall, the foundation still looks superb. I already love this foundation so much. Although this is supposed to be like a radiant foundation, I don't look oily. I just look like I have really soft and healthy looking skin, and I absolutely love it, which is odd because I don't usually like foundations that look like this, but I really like it. It's a first. But yeah, color definitely did not oxidize, which I'm really happy with. I was actually kind of scared that it might. The shade Punjab actually ended up working out pretty well for me, and I'm really happy with it. I'm excited to wear this for a few more hours. I'm gonna try and wear it as long as I can, but for some reason, I'm already pretty tired. Anyways, I gotta get cooking dinner for Phil, and I will see you guys at the end of the day. Alright guys, I'm back for my final thoughts. It is currently 11:11. Wow, make a wish guys. I've worn this foundation for almost 9 hours, and I wanted to make it to the full 10 hours, but my eyes are starting to get really heavy, and I'm feeling pretty sleepy actually for some reason, so I think I'm just gonna call it a night after this. Alright, so let's just go ahead and take a closer look. Okay, right off the bat, the first thing that I noticed is how amazingly it held up. I feel like my skin still looks like skin. I am starting to look like a little bit oily on the T-zone, but again, like, that doesn't bother me at all. This is like nothing to me at this point. Honestly, I was a bit scared with the fact that this had a radiant finish because I do have more of like an oily skin just around the T-zone. So I was afraid that it might look pretty oily, like I would have ended up looking like a grease ball towards the end of the day, but this much oil, I don't mind at all. I feel like my skin still looks like skin, but it had really great coverage. My upper lip still looks great. The sides of my nose still look great. Like, this area is usually my problematic area, but everywhere is looking super amazing. With it being transfer proof though, I definitely do feel like you have to set it in order for it to kind of be a little more secure, because I honestly don't think it'll settle down all the way where it'll be completely transfer proof. So yes, this foundation is definitely Christina approved. I will definitely be wearing this again. I definitely recommend this for my dry skin people, even for combination skin, because I personally have combination skin and I don't mind this much of a radiance because it makes my skin look a lot healthier and like plumper. I don't know if I would recommend this for oily skin though. I honestly don't think it would be suitable for oily skin, because if you already form a lot of natural oils but you put a foundation that's radiant on top of it, it'll just make it look a lot more dewier than you would want it to be. So unless you have your base, like your priming and all that down to keeping, like, maintaining your oils under control, I don't think I would recommend this for my oily skin people. Alright guys, that is all for my review. I hope this helps a lot of you guys that were interested in purchasing this foundation. If you guys are wondering about my skin concerns or my preference or some of my shade ranges in other foundations, I'll also link that down below as well, so you guys can see what shade would best match you. Other than that, don't forget to follow me on all of my other social media handles and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, don't forget to leave a comment down below on what you guys would like to see next, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!